Hello. Welcome to the fourth tutorial episode on how to make a plugin for mCreator. In this tutorial, I will explain to you how to create a new global trigger. The first part will be about the JSON file, and the second part will explain the code. Before starting, I suggest you to learn mCreator before, with the wiki or the playlist on the YouTube channel of Pylo. You also need to have basic knowledge in Java and with Forge. To get more information about plugins, you can check the demo plugin made by Pylo on their GitHub. Finally, if you don't know how to make the basic plugin, I suggest you watch the first tutorial. The first step is to set up the folder for the global trigger. To create it, you need to create a new folder in the same folder as your plugin.json. The name of this folder has to be triggers. This JSON file is pretty easy to make. You have only two fields, the name displayed, and the dependencies _ provider. So, the first line, named name, is how I said, the name that the user will see in the global trigger list. You can write a different text than the name in the code. The second section is about the dependencies. You need to write all dependencies that users will be able to have inside his procedure. For each dependency, you need to write two fields, the name and the type. The name is the name showed in the dependency list at the right of the procedure editor. It will also be used in a section of the code. The second field is the type. The types are the same as the dependencies for the procedures. So, you can have int, boolean, world, entity, item stack, string, map and direction. When you are done, you can save the file and close it. For this section, return in the folder of your plugin.json and then, make a new folder for the generator you want. Create another folder named triggers. Then, open it. When you are inside of the folder, create a new file with the extension .java.ftl. For the name of the file, write the same name you have put for the JSON file. Open the file, and write the code of your global trigger. The first thing you need to write is @subscribe event. This annotation will say to Forge to execute the code we will write when the event will be executed. Then, write the code of the Forge event and don't forget to write all dependencies you have written in the JSON file. Finally, finish the code with this .execute procedure, dependencies. This line will execute the method with the actions that the user has defined. It's now the end of the fourth tutorial about the plugin system. You should now be able to create your global triggers. I hope you liked this tutorial, and it will help you. Thanks for watching and bye.